How's it going, Film and TV fans? Welcome back to another review here on the Off the Cuff Film Reviews YouTube channel and the finale in the Friday the 13th review too. Don't worry, there's still one more spooky Halloween video coming, and that is the Halloween Ends video, the Halloween special dropping today as well. Because if you're wondering why the Friday the 13th 09 this video didn't come out like the other day, it's because my computer just fucking killed itself. Said, nah, I'm done, mate, we're good. Couldn't use it, and I've got it back now. So I'm rushing to get the Friday the 13th and the Halloween Ends video out, so this is going to be a short and sweet little mini review of Friday the 13th 2009. Listen, this movie, you know what, it's actually quite enjoyable. It has that feel of those kind of remakes that were happening at the time. It's got one of the characters, one of the actors in this movie was in Final Destination 5, so, you know, he was good in this movie. The characters were decent here. There's a lot of sex, there's a lot of titties, because it's a Friday the 13th movie, but there's a lot less of Jason Voorhees, though. But I think, listen, it's a solid movie. I thought it was one of the better ones in the franchise. I quite enjoyed most of it, to be quite honest with you. It was nicely paced, nicely edited. Steve Jablonsky's score is nice. We're hearing the only track available on Spotify from it now. It's a good film. It's fun. It's not my favourite of the franchise, and it's not one of my favourite movies ever made. But it's it's a good movie, and I'd recommend it. It's on Netflix in the UK. Go watch it. It's quite a lot of fun. It is enjoyable, and I find quite a lot to enjoy in the movie, personally. Yeah, it's quite fun. So yeah, listen, I like this movie. I think it's an interesting take on the Friday the 13th, because it's not a straight out remake of the first one. It takes elements of the first four and mashes them together, which actually was the really smart idea for these guys. These guys did. Now, the guys who made this movie also made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot a few years before this movie came out. Same director, same producers and stuff like that. And they would go on to make the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, which apparently wasn't very good, a year after this movie. Different director though. And apparently that's not a good movie, but you know, this is a good movie. I've not seen the Texas Chainsaw one, but this is a pretty fun movie. I enjoyed this movie. It's a cool movie. It's a fun movie. It has the right elements of Jason, but at the same time, it feels like an OG Friday movie. The kills feel like, you know, 80s kind of slasher kills. It has the, like, I know the producers of this movie said they wanted to make this movie like an OG Friday the 13th movie. Gore, tits, sex, murder, and that's exactly what this movie is. Gore, tits, sex, murder. That's what it is in bucket loads, and it's perfect in that regard. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this movie. Now we're going to just talk a little bit about the Friday the 13th franchise as a whole, and I will give you my ranking of them as well, because I'm not doing a video because I don't care enough to do a video. I fucking hate them all, but I'll probably do it at some point. But I'll just give you a quick rundown of that ranking now, just nice and quickly. So at the very bottom of the pile, hang on, let me just, there we go. At the very bottom of the pile, in 11th place, because we're not including Freddy vs. Jason here yet, we have Friday the 13th Part 7, Jason Takes Manhattan. Shit movie, won't lie. In 10th, we have the original. In 9th, we have Friday the 13th Part 2. In 8th, we have Friday the 13th Part... Sorry. In 11, we have Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Then it's the first one in 10. The second, Part 2 in position 9. Part 7, The New Blood, in the 8th position. In the 7th position, The Final Chapter. In 6th position, this movie, the remake. In 5th position, Friday the 13th Part 3. In 4th position, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday. In 3rd position, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. In 2nd place, Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. And in 1st place, the one and only Jason X. So yeah, that's my opinion of the Friday the 13th movies lie in terms of a ranking existence thing. Yeah, but this franchise as a whole has been one has just drained me completely. It's fucking a terrible franchise, I won't lie. There are some good moments in these movies, and they have that feel that they're going for, but this is one that I'm not eager to revisit. I understand it's status is one of the most important horror iconic franchises of all time, and I'm not taking that away. It deserves that title, but it's just not something I like. It's not movies I'll ever go back to watch again, other than Jason X. If I'm going to be quite frank, and hell, even this reboot, I would go back and watch and the fifth one, and that's about it, really. I'm intrigued as to how this will differentiate from the Nightmare franchise, as there are a lot less of those, and there apparently are a lot more good. But that's when we get to that next year. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Friday the 13th movies. I hope you enjoyed my look back at them. And yeah, I will see you for the Halloween Ends review soon. So yeah, thanks so much for watching this review of Friday the 13th 2009, the reboot, which is available on Netflix in the UK. There's a lot of movies I've got coming up I want to cover. Brian and Charles, Decision to Leave, Queen Pins, Clerks 3 is one. See How They Run is going to be on Disney Plus in 2 days time, so that's one I'll be covering for sure. Seven Psychopaths, In Bruges, Dallas Buyers Club. There's a lot I want to cover in this month in between. I've got before Christmas stuff, but I'm not doing all Christmas movies that month. There'll be one Christmas special, but the outros will be different as well for this month. I've made like fucking 15 different outros for this channel. Don't ask me why, but yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Go check out the rest of the Friday franchise. I'll catch you in a bit. Bye bye for now.